There are a lot of men in jail right now, as we speak, who are innocent, and the reason why they are in jail is simply because a woman accused them of something that they didn't do. And it's a very sad situation. So whenever I see something like this, I always look at it as a win for a man. Whenever a man decides to stand up for himself, it's always a plus. Look, by the way, before we continue, if you guys haven't yet, we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers right now. If you guys appreciate the content, please take the time out right now to go ahead and like and subscribe. So do so for me right now, and I'll give you guys a few seconds to do so. All right, let's get back to the story. So Chief star wide receiver Xavier Worthy sues his ex-girlfriend Olympic star Tia Jones for $250,000. He claims after he caught her cheating, she accused him of domestic violence, caused $150,000 worth of damage, and stole his cash. So after she realized that she fucked up the bag, after she realized that she was caught red-handed, instead of taking accountability for her actions, she decided to accuse him of putting his hands on her. She stole his money, and she also ripped out his dreads.
This man had dreads. Now he has a taper fade because she pulled out chunks of his hair. And this is the hair in question. Also, allegedly, she destroyed his entire gaming room, the whole setup, all of the equipment, everything. I also heard that even after he found out about the cheating, he offered to get her an apartment. He offered her a place to stay. She just couldn't stay with him. And I think at that point, that's when she lost it because she realized she was losing her man. He was not playing that game with her. Because after he repeatedly told her to leave, he didn't want her there. She destroyed his gaming room. She pulled out all his hair. She put hands on him. And she also called the authorities and lied on his name and said that he was the one putting hands on her. The damages to his personal property and cash was over $150,000, and he is suing her for over $250,000.
Now, if you was to ask me, he should sue her for more. $250 is not enough, brother. This is a woman who tried to take you under after she realized that she fucked up. Women like that, fellas, are extremely dangerous. Do y'all understand that? Think about this, bro. You caught her cheating, and she tried to flip the shit on you immediately. When she realized, I ain't trying to fuck this bag up. I ain't trying to lose out on these millions. This is not how I planned my life. She was looking at Xavier like a come up the whole time. In her mind, it's like, okay, I'm going to play the role. I'm going to get him to marry me. I'm probably going to give him a kid or two, but I'm going to take his money and return back to the streets. So once she realized like her cover is blown, that's when she went ballistic. Look, Travis Hunter, man, I'm just saying, bro, pay attention, because this is the outcome of what happens when a woman is not really into you. This is the outcome of what happens when a woman is strictly into your money. These women are delusional, bro. They think they could just play the role and finesse a man who they think is a sucker. This is sad, man. Matter of fact, I did a breakdown on this story. Check it out.
Watch how she get to cheating.
A few moments later.
Xavier Worthy just got arrested. And this is insane because not even a month ago he was playing in the Super Bowl. For context, bro had 8 catches, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and he was the only bright spot on the Chiefs for that game. Mahomes, Travis Kelce, that defense, nobody showed up to work that day but Xavier Worthy. So he was arrested last night for assaulting a family member or household member, impeding their breathing. That means he was choking somebody out. He might have had him in the full nuts, and I don't know. Hurting anybody's bad enough, but if it was someone like his girlfriend or an aunt or a sister, that would make this 100 times worse. As a man, you should never be putting your hands on women, but especially in a woman you're close to in your family. No. And you're a millionaire. You don't have to do that. You don't ever have to do that. It's just crazy because it's like, yo, did you not learn from your teammate Rasheed Rice? Literally, he got in a hit and run, and he's probably going to get suspended for a couple games next year. And now because of this, Xavier Worthy's probably going to get suspended for a couple games next year. When you are making millions upon millions of dollars, don't F that up. I mean, how hard is it to just be an upstanding citizen, chill, go to the gym, go to practice, maybe buy you a Lambo if you want? We already see to follow that Jalen Hurts example. Most humble guy you will ever see, keeps his head down, wins the Super Bowl. He's chilling with that money. I don't know what the temptation is for all these pro athletes to do stupid stuff to jeopardize their money, but that shit needs to stop. I'm not going to lie.
Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy has been released from jail after he was arrested for felony domestic abuse. The charges were dropped this afternoon by a district attorney in Texas.
I'm telling you, dog. Bitches will fuck your whole shit up.
This right here is sad, bro. And to my brothers out there who wake up every day, self-improve, work hard to take care of you and your family, understand something. Whenever you gain success, you are going to attract birds. And these birds are very dangerous, bro. Their main objective is to take you out the game. Now, after this man got down on a knee, he got down on a knee and saved this chick, bro. This is the thanks he got.
TIA Jones set up the traps to ensure that Xavier Worthy's $16 million contract would be completely ruined. However, Worthy had the last laugh. After the Chiefs' rookie Worthy experienced the defeat in the Super Bowl, he was caught in an accusation controversy. He was arrested in Georgetown on March 7th on the charge of domestic violence. Subsequently, Worthy's fiancée Jones hinted on social media that she was the one who filed the accusation. The two had been engaged last year, so why did Worthy suddenly commit domestic violence? In fact, it was all a trap set by Jones in an attempt to get her fiancé's $16 million. Because Jones was caught cheating by Worthy. As a national athlete, she had to safeguard her reputation. Out of desperation, she chose to accuse Worthy of committing domestic violence against her. But in reality, it was Jones who perpetrated the domestic violence. From the photos of Worthy when he was arrested, it can be seen that his face had been scratched by Jones, his hair had been pulled out, and she even smashed up a room. In addition, Jones also tried to extort money. Because once Worthy was convicted of domestic violence, he would face a prison sentence of 2 to 10 years. In that case, the $16 million contract that Worthy had just signed with the Chiefs would naturally be inherited by Jones. Fortunately, Jones didn't succeed. Worthy's lawyer declared that the case had been dismissed, and the surveillance video proved that Worthy didn't commit domestic violence. Everyone thought that it was Jones who should be sent to prison.
The audacity, fam. Whole time, she thought this man was nothing but a lick, a come up. She was only after this man money, that's 16 mil, while she was on her knees sucking off another man. You see how disrespectful that is, fam? She's on her knees cheating on this dude, but at the same time, she's after his money. She thought he was a sucker, man. And look, Travis Hunter, open your eyes, bro. Let this be a wake-up call to you, homie.
Bro, you don't know my girl. You ain't never talked to her in person. You ain't never talked to me in person.
What you mean? My boy, you still going?
This is how these women are playing, fam. She been pretending the whole time. And make it even worse, when he confronted her about it and told her to move around, she put her hands on the man. That's how comfortable she was. That's how sweet she thought he was. That she could cheat on him, and when he confronted her about it, she put her hands on him. The disrespect, man. This is what the people had to say about it.
The national media owes Xavier Worthy a big apology. They ran his name through the mud before even having the facts.
This dude literally did nothing wrong. That bitch is straight devious, bro. This dude did everything. He didn't make her a baby mama. He was gonna make her his wife. He gave her a lot of money. He helped her career out 'cause she's like a track runner too or whatever. He's in the NFL. He's making millions. He did everything right. And this bitch steps out and cheats on him.
Imagine you go to jail because your girlfriend was cheating on you, decided to rip out your dreads so now you look like this, but somehow she not in the wrong.
Fastest man in the NFL basically hired a private investigator to follow old girl around. Whole time she was doing dicks. Then she didn't want to leave his crib. Shorty, get the fuck out of my crib. Yeah, this shit over with, you hear me? And led to a domestic. That's basically what happened. And to think the whole time they doing this, she over here doing dicks. Hey, bro. You was a multi-millionaire. Don't ever throw away your career for that. You'll find another girl. Everybody been cheated on, but not everybody's multi-millionaires. Remember that before you make your decisions.
That bitch, Tia Jones, dumbass bitch. Dumbass bitch. Dumb. Like, ho, is you cool? I catch you cheating. You start beating my ass. You pull chunks out of my hair. And you call the cops and say, I beat your ass? And you get me arrested? Man, I'll sue the fuck out that bitch.
So you telling me that Xavier Worthy's girl cheated on him, then got asked to leave multiple times, then wouldn't leave, and then destroyed rooms in his house. And then when, he's basically trying to defend himself, he gets taken to jail. Man, hell no. Yep. Significant others crossed off for like the next 5 years. We're good.
Look, fellas, y'all could learn a lot from this situation. But the lesson here, fellas, you always got to question a woman's motive. Why are you here? Why do you like me? You got to pay attention to the signs. You got to observe your woman. Don't pay attention to her words. Always pay attention to her actions. Because these women are great at pretending, especially whenever you got a bag. These women are actresses. They will play the role to get what they want. And here's the reality. When a woman is not into you, bro, she's going to cheat on you. A real woman will walk away if she's not into a man, or if she lost interest in a man, or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, a real woman wouldn't even entertain a man that she's not interested in. Only a bird will do that. And the thing about a bird, once a bird entertains a man strictly for his money, she's going to cheat on you with the man that she actually wants. That's why as a man, you just got to be wise out here. And the good thing about this situation, even though it's a very messed up situation, he was able to walk away and keep his money and keep his success, keep his resources, and learn a valuable lesson. Because sometimes this is what us men got to go through to open our eyes when it comes to female nature. Some of us will learn the hard way if we don't learn initially. Travis Hunter, pay attention, man. This right here is sad.
Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know. don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.